ఈ ఛానల్ లైవ్ వస్తాను. చూడే ఓపెన్
చెప్తాను.
ఇదిలే
ఏదో ఆప్షన్ ఆఫ్ చేసి చదివిస్తుంది. లేకుంటే అన్న కొడుకే వాచింగ్ కొంచెం
ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದರನ್ನ ಹಾಗೂ ಗಣ್ಯರನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಮಠದ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ವಿಜಯೇಂದ್ರ ಅವರು.
ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಒಂದೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು, ದೇವನೊಬ್ಬ ನಾಮ ಹಲವು. ಕೃಷ್ಣನನ್ನ ಮಥುರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಯ್ಯ, ಒಡಿಸ್ಸಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗನ್ನಾಥ, ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಠಲ, ರಾಜಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀನಾಥ, ಗುಜರಾತಲ್ಲಿ ದ್ವಾರಕೀಶ, ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಗುರುಯಾರೂಪ, ನಮ್ಮ ಉಡುಪಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಈ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಉಪಾಸನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಗಳಾದ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಗುಣೇಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರು ಲಕ್ಷ ಕಂಠ ಗೀತಾ ಗಾಯನ, ಕೋಟಿ ಗೀತಾ ಲೇಖನ ಯಜ್ಞದ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿಶ್ವ ನಾಯಕನಾದ ಆದರಣೀಯ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಕ್ಷ ಕಂಠ ಗಾಯನವನ್ನ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತಪಡಿಸಿ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತೇ ಉಡುಪಿಯತ್ತ ತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡುವಂತ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ಉಡುಪಿಯ ಸರ್ವ ಜನತೆಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಕರಬಾಗಿ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. One of the very most famous quotes from the Bhagavad Gita emphasizes selfless action. You have the right to work, but never to the fruits of your, never consider yourself in the course of results, nor get attached to the action. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you the Brahat Geetotsava concluding ceremony today. We have the great dignitaries on the stage, His Holiness Sri Sri Sugunendra Tirtha Swamiji, Pariyaya Puttige Math, His Holiness Sri Sri Vidya Prasanna Tirtha Swamiji, Subramanya Math, Kukhe, His Junior Pontiff, Parama Pujya Sri Sri Sujendra Tirtha Sri Swamiji of Puttige Math, and one and the only, very popular, OG, Sri Sri Konidala Pawan Kalyan ji on the stage. His Holiness Sri Sri Subhag Swamiji Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri B. Ananda Sai, Honorable Member of TTD Board, Chief Principal, Temple Designer of Yadagiri Gutta Temple. Sri T. Naresh Kumar, Honorable Member of TTD Board. The people who are going to be honored today, Sri P. Raghavendra Rao, owner of Hotel Dwarka, Hyderabad. Sri Sri Murali Ballal, businessman from Hyderabad. And Sri Sriyog Shetty, founder of and chairman of Nivas Solutions Udupi. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to say a few words for those who really want to take the blessings of His Holiness Subhag Swami Maharaj, who was born on 21st December 1940 in Calcutta, West Bengal, which is also a hometown of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swamiji Prabhupada, supporting the great social reformers like Ishwara Chandra Vidyasagar, his legendary Indian cricketer Sri Pankaj Roy, who is his Maharaj's uncle. From the early age, Maharaj displayed refined culture, deep intellect, and strong spiritual inclination. In 1970, Maharaj met Srila Prabhupada personally. After accepting renown after the sannyasa, His Holiness Subhag Swamiji Maharaj has traveled extensively across India and the world, especially Bangladesh and Indonesia, preaching Krishna consciousness and inspiring thousands through the deep spiritual wisdom, humanity, simplicity, and affectionate grace. Today, he is one of the ISKCON's senior most and the most respected spiritual teachers, Guru, Sannyasi, and based on Sridham, Mayapur, and the world headquarters of ISKCON and his birthplace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, continuing to guide the devotees and uphold the legacy of mission Sri Saila Prabhupada and his purity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful opportunity for Udupi to honor a man who was born in the Godavari belt to an agriculture community that is to only 26% of Andhra Pradesh population, founder of Janaseva Party and Janasena Party, and 14th of March 2014, which is the second largest party of Andhra Pradesh. Pawan Kalyan ji, since last 11 years, grown up to the national level. Pawan Kalyan ji in his life adheres to the Bhagavad Gita principles and he upholds Sanatan Dharma and propagates Sanatan Dharma. What is his very favorite quote is, if I do not respond to the situation, my consciousness kills me. I believe in permissible violence, non-necessity or non-violence. Many will call an adventure. I am the only different sort, one of those who takes the risk. We call him OG, the latest film Hari Hara Veera Mallu, and we wish him a great success for Ustad Bhagat Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, with this brief introduction, a man who is really into action, who has stopped the rice smuggling by personally in a film style going to the dock and holding those and saving almost 1,320 rice smuggling in Andhra Pradesh, and he is called an Apad Bandhava for poor. And when there was a Laddu issue in Tirupati, Honorable Pawan Kalyanji had 11 days of fasting, that is Pariyasishta Diksha. He is the one and the only one who stands for Sanatana Dharma and Bhagavad Gita propagation. With proud pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, I present before you Pawan Kalyanji. And we have one of the very young and dynamic leader, Mr. Mita Vamshi Krishna, former BJP Yuva Morcha of state of Andhra Pradesh with us, and our own beloved Yashpal Suvarna ji, who is a very famous, renowned and the leader of Udupi. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all the dignitaries and one and all who are gathered here. Thank you.
ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ನೇರ ಪ್ರಸಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದ್ಭಕ್ತರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಪತ್ರಿಕಾ ಬಂಧು ಮಿತ್ರರಿಗೂ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ತೆಲುಗು ಕಲಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರದವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ, ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಪ್ರಧಾನವಾದ ಘಟ್ಟ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬೃಹತ್ ರೂಪದ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯ ಕ್ರಾಂತಿಯನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಪೀಠಾಧಿಪತಿಗಳಾದ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಗುಣೇಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದಂಗಳವರಿಂದ ಬೃಹತ್ ಗೀತೋತ್ಸವದ ಸಮಾರೋಪದ ಈ ಭವ್ಯವಾದ ಸಮಾರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ತಾವಿಕ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಸಂದೇಶವನ್ನ ನೀಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಪೂರ್ವೇಪಿ ಕರ್ದಮ ಪರಾಶರ ಪಾಂಡುಮುಖ್ಯಾಃ ಯತ್ಸೇವೆಯ ಗುಣಗಣಾಢ್ಯಮಪತ್ಯಮಾಪುಃ ತಂ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಸದ್ಗುಣತನುಂ ಕರುಣಾಮೃತಾಬ್ಧಿಂ ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ಕುಲಪತಿಂ ಶರಣಂ ವ್ರಜೇಮ. ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಯ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ ಹರಯೇ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನೇ ಪ್ರಣತಕ್ಲೇಶನಾಶಾಯ ಗೋವಿಂದಾಯ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ. ವ್ಯಾಸಾಯ ಭವನಾಶಾಯ ಶ್ರೀಶಾಯ ಗುಣರಾಶಯೇ ಹೃದ್ಯಾಯ ಶುದ್ಧವಿದ್ಯಾಯ ಮಧ್ವಾಯ ಚ ನಮೋ ನಮಃ. ಪ್ರಥಮೋ ಹನುಮನ್ನಾಮ ದ್ವಿತೀಯೋ ಭೀಮ ಏವ ಚ ಪೂರ್ಣಪ್ರಜ್ಞಃ ತೃತೀಯಸ್ತು ಭಗವತ್ಕಾರ್ಯಸಾಧಕಃ. ಬುದ್ಧಿರ್ಬಲಂ ಯಶೋಧೈರ್ಯಂ ನಿರ್ಭಯತ್ವಂ ಅರೋಗತಾ ಅಜಾಡ್ಯಂ ವಾಕ್ಪಟುತ್ವಂಚ ಹನುಮಸ್ಮರಣಾತ್ ಭವೇತ್. ಆಪಾದಮೌಲಿಪರ್ಯಂತಂ ಗುರುಣಾಂ ಆಕೃತಿಂ ಸ್ಮರೇತ್ ತೇನ ವಿಘ್ನಾಃ ಪ್ರಣಶ್ಯಂತಿ ಸಿದ್ಧ್ಯಂತಿ ಚ ಮನೋರಥಾಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. अस्मिन् श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता उत्सव समारोप समारंभे विविध भाषा जनाः सम्मिलिताः. कर्नाटकदेशे कन्नड भाषा, आन्ध्रदेशे तेलुगु भाषा एवं इस्कान् प्रदेशेषु आङ्ग्ल भाषा इति बहुभाषा सम्मेलनं गीतोत्सव मध्ये संजातम्. अतः मातृभाषायां किञ्चित् वदामि. सर्वभाषाणां मूलं संस्कृतं. कन्नडभाषायाः, तेलुगुभाषायाः, आङ्ग्लभाषायाः सर्वभाषाणां जननी संस्कृतम्. अतः संस्कृतभाषा सर्वसम्मतभाषा. विश्वभाषा. सर्वाः भाषाः संस्कृतभाषया संजाताः. न केवलं भारतीयभाषा परन्तु आङ्ग्लभाषा अपि संस्कृतभाषया संजाता. संस्कृतभाषायाः पिता आङ्ग्लभाषायां फादर्. संस्कृतभाषायाः माता आङ्ग्लभाषायां मदर्. संस्कृतभाषायाः भ्राता आङ्ग्लभाषायां ब्रदर्. संस्कृतभाषायाः स्वसा आङ्ग्लभाषायां सिस्टर्, संस्कृतभाषायाः सूनुः आङ्ग्लभाषायां सन्, पिता फादर, माता मदर, भ्राता ब्रदर, स्वसा सिस्टर, सूनु सन। एवं संस्कृत भाषा विश्व भाषा, सर्वभाषाणां मूलम्। अन्याः भाषाः प्रादेशिक भाषाः, कन्नड भाषा, तेलुगु भाषा राज्य भाषा वर्तते। हिंदी भाषा राष्ट्रभाषा, आंग्ल भाषा अंतर्राष्ट्रीय भाषा, परंतु संस्कृत भाषा अंतर्लोकीय भाषा। परलोके अपि संस्कृत भाषा वर्तते, स्वर्गलोके अपि संस्कृत भाषा देवभाषा वर्तते। अतः संस्कृत भाषा विश्व भाषा, पवित्र भाषा, वेद भाषा, गीता भाषा। भगवद्गीता संस्कृत भाषायां वर्तते। वस्तुतः श्रीकृष्णः अर्जुनः हिंदी वाला, हिंदी भाषा उत्तर भारते वर्तते, परंतु भगवद्गीता उपदेशः संस्कृत भाषायां वर्तते। भगवद्गीता भगवान ने कहा इति नास्ति, अर्जुन ने कहा इति नास्ति, भगवान उवाच अर्जुन उवाच इति संस्कृत भाषायां भगवद्गीता वर्तते। अतः संस्कृत भाषा पवित्र भाषा, श्रेष्ठ भाषा, पावन भाषा। अतः संस्कृत भाषायां गीतोत्सव समारोप समारंभ विषये किंचित वदामः। अस्मिन् दिवसे गीतोत्सव एकमासपर्यन्तं बृहत् गीतोत्सवः गीताचार्य सन्निधौ प्रवृत्तः। एकमासपर्यन्तं भगवद्गीता विषये अनेके कार्यक्रमाः सञ्जाताः। समग्र पर्यायः विश्वगीता पर्याय इति भगवद्गीता प्रचारार्थं पर्यायः संकल्पितः। अतः तादृश विश्वगीता पर्यायं कोटि गीता लेखन यज्ञः इति 1 कोटि जनैः भगवद्गीता लेखन यज्ञः समर्पितः वर्तते। लक्षकण्ठ गीता इति 1 लक्ष जनैः भगवद्गीता पठनं च कृतं वर्तते। अस्माकं देशस्य प्रधानी श्री नरेंद्र मोदी महोदयः लक्षकण्ठ गीता पारायणे भागं स्वीकृतवान्। अतः विश्वगीता प्रचारः विश्वगीता पर्यायं संकल्पितः, पर्याये संकल्पितः संपूर्णः इति अस्माकम् आशयः। अस्मिन् समारोप समारंभे पवन कल्याण महोदयः आगत्य कल्याणोत्सवं करोति। अतः कल्याणोत्सवः मंगलोत्सवः। मंगलोत्सवार्थं कल्याणपुरुषः आन्ध्रप्रदेशात् आगतः इति अयं गीतोत्सवः अत्यन्तं सम्पूर्णः अर्थपूर्णः इति वयं भावयामः। अस्माकं श्रीकृष्णः पवनप्रतिष्ठितः कृष्णः। श्रीमध्वाचार्याः वायु अवताराः। श्रीमध्वाचार्याः वायु अवताररूपेण, तृतीय अवताररूपेण भूमौ आगत्य द्वारकातः श्रीकृष्णं स्वीकृत्य अत्र प्रतिष्ठां कृतवन्तः। अतः उडुपी श्रीकृष्णः पवनप्रतिष्ठितः श्रीकृष्णः। तादृश पवनप्रतिष्ठित श्रीकृष्ण दर्शनार्थम् अस्माकं गीतोत्सव समारोप समारंभार्थं पवन कल्याण आगमेन अयं विश्वकल्याणम् आसीत् इति वयं भावयामः। श्रीकृष्णः यत्र यत्र भक्तः वर्तते तत्र भक्तम् आकर्षणं कृत्वा अनुग्रहं करोति। कृष्णस्य अर्थ एव आकर्षणम् इति। कर्षति इति कृष्णः। कृष्णः सर्वान् भक्तान् आकर्षति। अतः अस्माकं कृष्णः आन्ध्रप्रदेशस्थ पवनकल्याणस्य आकर्षणं कृत्वा अत्र समाहूय अनुग्रहं कृतवान्। ये ये सनातनधर्मरक्षणार्थं विशेषसेवां कुर्वन्ति श्रीकृष्णः तेषाम् इन्विटेशन् प्रेषयति, आगच्छतु इति। अस्माकं नरेन्द्रमोदी महोदयः सनातनधर्मरक्षणार्थं भगवद्गीतारक्षणार्थं विशेषकार्यं करोति। अतः नरेन्द्रमहोदयस्य इन्विटेशन् श्रीकृष्णेन दत्तम्। एवं पवनकल्याणमहोदयश्च सनातनधर्मरक्षणार्थं हिन्दूधर्मरक्षणार्थं विशेषकार्यं विशेषप्रयत्नं करोति। अतः श्रीकृष्णः तस्यापि इन्विटेशनम् आमन्त्रणं दत्तवान्, तम् आहूय विशेष अनुग्रहं कृतवान्।
ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಪವನ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಅವರಿಂದ ಶುಭಾಶಂಸನೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀಪಾದರ ಸನ್ನಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಬೃಹತ್ ಗೀತೋತ್ಸವದ ಸಮಾರೋಪದ ಪ್ರಧಾನವಾದ ಶುಭಾಶಂಸನೆಯನ್ನ ಆಂಧ್ರ ಪ್ರದೇಶದ ಉಪಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ ನಾಯಕರಾದಂತಹ ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಪವನ್ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ್ ಅವರಿಂದ.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। ಜಗದೊಡೆಯನಾದಂತಹ ಉಡುಪಿಯ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣನ ದಿವ್ಯ ಚರಣಾರವಿಂದಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಭಕ್ತಪೂರ್ವಕ ಶಿರಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠದ ಹಿರಿಯ ಪೀಠಾಧಿಪತಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಗುಣೇಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರ ಪಾದಾರವಿಂದಗಳಿಗೆ ಭಕ್ತಿಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಸುಬ್ರಹ್ಮಣ್ಯ ಮಠದ ಪೀಠಾಧಿಪತಿ ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ವಿದ್ಯಾಪ್ರಸನ್ನ ತೀರ್ಥ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರ ಪಾದಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತ, ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಪರ್ಯಾಯ ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಶ್ರೀಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಠದ ಕೆರೆಯಪಟ್ಟ ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಶ್ರೀಂದ್ರ ತೀರ್ಥ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಅವರ ಪಾದಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತ, ಪೂಜ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ಸುಭಗ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಉಸ್ತುವಾರಿ ಇಸ್ಕಾನ್ ಮಾಯಾಪುರಿ ಅವರ ಚರಣಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತ, ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶಾಸನ ಸದಸ್ಯ ಉಡುಪಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಯಶ್ಪಾಲ್ ಸವರ್ಣ ಅವರು, ನನ್ನ ಆಪ್ತ ಮಿತ್ರ ಹಾಗೂ ಟಿಟಿಡಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾದ ಶ್ರೀ ಬಿ ಆನಂದ್ ಸಾಯಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಬಂಧು ಬಾಂಧವರೇ, ಸದ್ಭಕ್ತರೇ, ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಮೂಲಕ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ನನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಹೋದರ ಸಹೋದರಿಯರೇ, ಪತ್ರಿಕಾ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಧ್ಯಮ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡಿನ ಜನತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿನಮ್ರ ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮುಂದಿನ ಭಾಷಣವನ್ನು ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸಲು ಅನುಮತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. I wholeheartedly request you all to let me speak in English, the Macaulay English. Who thought by making us English that he would destroy India, the Sanatana Dharma of India. But in turn, it destroyed English, driven them away. By learning English, we became more closer. I'm from Andhra. Though I don't know the complete Kannada language, but through English, I became more closer to our culture, our Kannada, rest of the Indian languages. As Arthur Schopenhauer said, no matter how many Western interest groups might come to India to destroy the core fabric which binds us irrespective of region, linguistic differences, the culture is the same. So Schopenhauer says, If anyone wants to brainwash India to bring European thought process, instead of we changing, we're going to change the very core of Europeans, the European culture. So that's the power of our Sanatana Dharma. It is rooted in deep Vedic knowledge and our Gita. I'm very fortunate to be here today. It was a surprise for me when Swamiji have invited me to be here today on this auspicious day. It was very surprising for me to be here because I never thought I would get such an opportunity. I never think of it. I believe in Karma Yoga without expecting any results. I don't come from a great scholarly family, but I come from a family of great bhaktas. My father was a great devotee of Hanuman. Maybe because of Hanuman, I think I was called here. And all through my childhood, the Taraka mantra, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's what my father used to sing when I fallen sick. When I used to fall sick, he used to put me on his lap. That was the only Taraka mantra. Then I used to, apart from the medicines, I think that's what my childhood memory is. How could I get healed from many diseases? And I had a lot of asthma when I was a kid. So this Taraka mantra has really, really helped me. Even once in a while, even now my kids ask me. When they fall sick, when they feel low, the only mantra I recite is not any other mantra. Only Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. That's what I sing when I recite for my kids. And that is the power of our Taraka mantra. I offer my Sastanga Namaskarams to the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, the presiding deity of this holy land. My deepest respects to the Pitadipati of Puttigama Mata, Sri Sugunendra Tirtha Swamiji, whose vision has turned this town into a global classroom for the Bhagavad Gita. My reverence to all the learned Swamijis of Ashtamatas, the scholars, and the thousands of devotees who have turned Udupi into Vaikuntha today. Coming to Udupi, I could feel the spiritual vibrations, which is very hard to describe. This is not just a temple town. This is a spiritual powerhouse of Bharat. As I have said earlier, maybe I'm fortunate enough to have the blessing of Lord Hanuman. So, Pratamo Hanuman Nama, Dvitiyo Bhima Evacha, Purna Prajna Tritiyastu Bhagavatkarya Sadhaka. The glory of Udupi became even greater because of Jagadguru Sri Madhvacharya, who is worshipped as a third incarnation of Vayu, appearing as Hanuman in Treta Yuga, Bhima in Dwapara Yuga, and Madhvacharya in Kali Yuga. In his divine form, he installed the idol of Sri Krishna at Udupi and founded the Ashtamatas, a tradition that has continued for more than 800 years. His Dvaita philosophy and his teachings brought clarity and purpose to spiritual life and continue to inspire countless devotees even today. Following this sacred lineage is His Holiness Sri Sugunendra Tirtha Swamiji, the 30th Pontiff of Sri Puttigamata, who accepted sannyasa at the young age of 12. Swamiji has taken the teachings of Srimad Madhvacharya philosophy across the world and established many spiritual centers abroad to guide devotees living outside our Bharat. He has represented Hindu Dharma on global platforms, including the United Nations. Most importantly, he made possible a historic achievement where 1 crore people wrote the complete Bhagavad Gita. Where 1 crore people wrote the complete Bhagavad Gita, which is of 720 slokas. 700 slokas. This Koti Gita Lekhana Yajna stands as a shining example of his vision, dedication, and deep love for Dharma. On this auspicious occasion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and respectful salutations to all the 1 crore devotees who had written the sacred Bhagavad Gita with deep faith and devotion. Today in this yajna, I will be also joining even to finish my part. As I walked into Mata today, I was reminded of the great devotee Kanakadasa. History tells us that when the doors were closed, his devotion was so strong that Lord Krishna turned around and the wall cracked open to give him darshan. That Kanakana Kindi is not just a window, it is a proof that bhakti is greater than caste, greater than the status, and greater than the power. That is the beauty of our Sanatana Dharma. It does not exclude, it embraces. Friend, to all the devotees and all the gurus, I stand here today as an ardent devotee of our culture. We are concluding the Lakshakanta Gita Parayana. Over 1 lakh voices have chanted the song of the Lord. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji was here a few days ago, and he rightly said, the Gita is a manual for national security. And I would like to add to that, the Gita is the ultimate manifesto for humanity, as Guruji said. Just in the afternoon, I have tweeted on my social media handle about the opportunity which was bestowed on me, and I was quoting about our visual picture about majestic sketch of Lord Krishna imparting the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna in our handwritten constitution, original handwritten constitution. See, in the original handwritten constitution of India, the very document that defines our republic, the directive principles of state policy, is decorated with a majestic sketch of Lord Sri Krishna imparting the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Our constitution makers intentionally placed this illustration there because the directive principles describe the moral vision of the nation: justice, welfare, responsibility, equality, and righteous governance. And what better symbolizes these ideals than Sri Krishna guiding Arjuna on the path of Dharma? Some think Dharma and Constitution are two different worlds, but they're not. Dharma is the moral compass, Constitution is the legal compass. These two are complementary and both aim towards the same direction, a just, peaceful, and compassionate society. This convergence was possible because Sanatana Dharma was never a blind superstition. It was a science, and it is a science encoded in the form of a spiritual wisdom. And this is evident in how the world studies, codes, applies its principles across the cultures today. From Einstein and Thoreau to Oppenheimer and modern psychologists, the Gita has shaped world thought for centuries. Because the Gita speaks to the human soul, not to a particular region. It answers 3 universal questions. Who am I? What is my duty? How do I act rightly amidst confusion? No text answers these with such simplicity and depth. And when we reflect on everything that is contemplated over this entire month in this month, the Gita is not something we read and leave behind. It is something that walks with us in every decision, every confusion, and every inner battle. And who said this? This is nothing but Lord Krishna. If you look at Lord Krishna's personality, he toyed with danger, he toyed with death, even before he was born. And he had known for his courage, known for his compassion, and love and resilience, and above all his detachment. Goddess of death, death was always haunting him even before he was born. After all the war, he went and embraced death by himself. He was never a king, but he helped kingdoms to exist. He helped kings to exist. He never looked at a position. He never sought for a position. Always he tried to balance. Always he wanted to restore dharma. So the Gita is coming from such a man, such a Lord we all bow down to, and such a divine being. And he's a great consensus builder. Irrespective of all the opposites, people of different who would be fighting with each other, he could bring consensus. I take a lot of strength from Lord Krishna. Maybe I don't know a great Sanskrit. I don't know the slokas of Sanskrit. But I know the essence of Gita. Do your duty and don't expect any results. Just do your duty, keep on going. That's why whether I lose, I win, I don't care. I keep going, I keep doing battle. I took that spirit from Gita. So like me in everyday life, all of us face our own mini Kurukshetras. We face situations which test our integrity. There are decisions that test our courage. There are pressures to compromise, to choose what is popular or what is right. In those moments of solitude, the Gita guides us. It reminds us that we are not the doer, we are not the kartas, we are merely an instrument, nimitta matralam. The Gita has taught me nishkama karma. To do my duty as an individual, as a minister, it could be anybody, in whatever role I assign. To do it fiercely, completely and honestly, without worrying about whether it will get me results, votes in the next election or not, I don't care. If I do good, I lose. If I do good, let the results speak. Whether it is good, bad, I don't care. So if I stand by truth and I stand alone, so be it. Because the Gita teaches that victory is where dharma is, yato dharmastha jayaha. Today we see a world where Sanatana Dharma is often targeted. And we had seen it in Tamil Nadu also. We see ridicule disguised as freedom of speech. But let me tell you, from this holy platform of Madhvacharya, silence is no longer an option. Acharya Madhva, the proponent of Dvaita philosophy, was not just a saint. He was a revolutionary thinker. He proved that devotion requires strength. Look at the idol of Lord Krishna here. He holds the churning rod in one hand and the rope in the other. It signifies that to get the butter, which is metaphorically known as wisdom, you must churn the ocean of life, you must face the struggle. Today, majority of the population in Bharat are youth. I also see many youngsters in this crowd. I give a call to all the youth, especially Gen Z, and to all my young brothers and sisters. Do not treat the Bhagavad Gita as a book to be kept in the puja room and wrapped in a red cloth. Read it if you're depressed. Gita is your counselor. If you're confused, Gita will become your mentor. If you're a leader, Gita is your moral compass. When the thinkers and devotees from the different countries sit together in this dharmic atmosphere, they embody the ancient Indian vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is the heart of Bharat's global outreach today. This is not a mere religious contribution, this is a civilizational contribution by Puttige Mutt. For centuries, it is this very civilizational strength that has guided and protected our nation. This Karma Bhumi has endured invasions, turmoil, and countless challenges, not because of weapons or wealth, but because of our scriptures, our traditions, our saints, and our sacred institutions that kept Dharma alive and unbroken. Our sages encapsulated that strength in these words, Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. That principle that when we protect Dharma, Dharma will protect us. The eternal law is the very heart of the Gita, the guiding force of our civilization and the moral spirit that inspired the makers of the Constitution. That's the reason Bhagavad Gita cannot be seen as a mere scripture. It is the living pulse of our civilization. It has given courage to warriors, clarity to leaders, comfort to the distressed, and wisdom to the generations. Just a couple of days back, this timeless wisdom echoed once again on the world stage when our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji presented a Russian translation of the Bhagavad Gita to the President Putin at this crucial moment in global affairs, right in the middle of ongoing war with Ukraine. That gesture reminds the world that India's greatest export